Hello everyone, my name's Tom McGuire. I'm going to show you a really quick workflow for generating better mockups. In the process of doing this, I'm going to have to generate some product artwork to use to make the mockup. So again, this is not about making the artwork that's going to go on the product. This is about, increasing your variety of mockups that you have based on the different print-on-demand services that are available, like Printful or Printify or Custom, whatever, any of them, Pop Custom, something like that. It doesn't really matter, but we just want better looking. Mockups. We don't want to pay for them. So let's see what we can do here. Let's get a mug going. We're going to use this mug. Before I do that, I need to have a piece of artwork to put on the mug. Now I've already got this prompt that I can use, and what this will do is generate a watercolor painting of a cactus in a little terracotta pot. And I'm using this tool called Focus. This is running on my machine, but any AI tool will work just for getting a piece of art for the purpose of generating a mock-up here, just to show you my workflow for making mock-ups. Good. So what we're looking for is, we got all these words here. We're going to generate an image, and we want a white background, something that we can drop onto a white mug. If it doesn't have a white background, I'm just going to pause, stop it, generate again. We might have to do this a few times. We're just looking for pure white. That is so not a white background. Stop. Perfect. We've got one that'll work just great. I'm going to drag this to my desktop. This is where we'll be working from, is my desktop. All right, so we're going to switch over to Photopea, which is a really great online sort of Photoshop type tool. It's really pretty amazing. I recommend supporting them in any way you can. And what I'm after here is, I'm going to set this to 40. I want to get rid of this white back. Well, it looks white, but it's not white. Now it's white. And I'm going to export this as a JPEG. Save it. Hit OK. Good. We've now got that on my desktop as well. And that's sitting ready to go for the next phase. So the next phase, of course, is to go over to your POD, production website. We're going to create a template. We're going to make an orange coffee mug. We'll drop in this image from Photopea that has the white background. Now, it's going to be off-centered because it's not long. It's not a wide image. So I'll slide it over. We have yellow. Don't know why we have yellow. I thought I selected orange, but we're just going to go with it. That looks great. Head over to the mockups. We're going to grab this. I'm going to drag it off to my desktop. Now, this is a transparent image, meaning it has no background, which is pretty cool. I think that'll make things a little easier. We're going to pop over to this other tool called flair.ai. All right, let's drop this in here. Skip the background removal. And it's going to generate some text to try to describe what this is. I'm going to copy this text. Hit continue. Go over to the editor. Paste this in here. In front of I see cactus. It's got a yellow handle. That's still not really rubbing me the right way, but we'll just make it work. Southwest sunset on a tile table. On a southwest tile table. I think just because we're using cactus and mugs and stuff, maybe you're sitting outside it. I don't know, sunset might not be the way to go. Nobody's drinking coffee at sunset, right? And we'll leave it. And we're not going to replace it or give it a reference image to sort of copy. We're just going to go with a brute force solution. So it's going to run through its little system here. It's going to take this coffee mug and it's going to generate a really great looking product photo, like integration with a background image and everything. It takes just a second. After this is done, you're essentially good to go for your product mock-up. There you go. Look at that. Do you see that? That looks great. This looks great. I'm going to download this image, save it to my desktop. And that is pretty much the end of this. And you can generate it again. Let's just do one for fun. This is where your generated image will appear. We're almost done, almost 85% here. Crunching through. Let's see what shows up next. Definitely bright. You know what? We're going to take this one too. We're going to download it. I'm going to head back over to my program here. I'm going to select input image. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this more wide. And I'm going to use the first image that we generated with the Flair tool. I'm going to make it wider, left and right. And I'm just going to feed it the same prompt. I'm not even going to be particular about it. And let's see what it does. Well, let's see what happens here. This can be hit or miss and usually requires a few tries, but you can see now what we've done is we've taken the original data for the cactus watercolor painting that we put on the mug, grabbed the transparent image, dropped it into Flair, typed in some mumbo jumbo over here, dropped it back in to focus, and now have a really great looking wide format image that we can download, use in a slideshow, use as a background image, or just generally, come in here later and paint something else in, and we could say add another flower pot just by painting it. Let's take the other one that we were messing with and let's extend this out. I'm not even going to write anything in here, or am I? Yeah. Let's see what this is. This is the actual text that we used from the Flair app. And let's see what happens if we extend this picture out. It's got a cactus over here, a little yellow table, a little sunset. And here we go. And now we're just filling in. This is very much like the Photoshop generative fill feature. And you can just really make things look nice. So this is way better than the default mockups that come with Printful. And if we were to go back and look at the mug and see the mockups that are available, they're all pretty bland. And if you show up with these on your website and people see this, they do a search for a coffee mug, they're going to see this over and over and over and over, and it's going to cheapen your product. Look how great that looks. Look at that. Okay, I hope this helps somebody. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.